This is Bill at Highland Hill Farm. Each spring, I get that urge to grow more trees out in the field. But in order to grow more trees, I need small seedlings to start with. So this video, I'm going to show you how you can grow some seedlings from cuttings. And in this video, we're going to be growing some willow cuttings. Willows are probably the easiest of all cuttings to grow, and there are many ways of growing willow cuttings. Some people put them in water and let them root out, and some people like me try and do it direct. I try to do a direct stick right into the potting soil. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I do the direct stick. There is no one perfect way of doing cuttings. Each year I try different ways because you can hardly ever fail with a willow. You have to work at failure in with this tree. What I like to do is I like to have the soil very finely pulverized, and it's a potting soil, so it's very loose and porous, and water will flow right through and air will flow right through. I make sure I get out all the rocks and rubble that's in the pot. Then I proceed to cut small cuttings from trees that I want to get cuttings from. It's not hard to get a bunch of cuttings. It takes just a couple minutes. And I pick out the ones that I think are going to be the best. They're about 8 to 10 inches long, where I want to have a fairly stiff part of the tree to be able to root. I like to use last year's new wood. And I collect quite a few different size cuttings. I like different size cuttings because sometimes I want to grow trees in different manners. Sometimes I want them to grow upright as a topiary. Sometimes I want them to be a bush. So it depends on how I'm trying to grow the cuttings and what purpose I'm going to use for them. But at any rate, I always go out and find a tree that can be scavenged from, and I use that for my cuttings. And as you can see, sometimes you have to walk around the tree and figure out which one you're going to use. And it's not really hard to gather. Most of the times in the early spring, they just snap right off real easy. So you don't even need a cutter for this tree at this time. After I've gathered all the cuttings that I need for the pot, I bring the pot and the cuttings into my greenhouse and begin to stick the cuttings into the soil. I like to have them go into the soil at least 3 or 4 inches, and that way they'll stand up over a period of time, even if the potting mix settles a little bit in the pot. I like to have a gap between the trees of about 1 inch. With a 1 inch gap between the trees and the pot, it makes it easy to separate the trees after they root out. After these trees root out, some of them I put in pots and grow in pots, and many of them I take out and I plant in the field so that I can sell balled and burlap trees. At Highland Hill Farm, we sell many kinds of seedlings and rooted cuttings, so you can call us if you want to buy some of these, or if you want to learn how to do it yourself, we'd be glad to help you out by showing you how we do other rooted cuttings if you come to Highland Hill Farm at Route 313 in Fountainville, PA. We can ship cuttings across the nation by UPS. So if you want to buy some cuttings from us, you can. Our phone number is 215-651-8329. And remember, it doesn't cost you very much, just a little bit of time to try and grow your own. So if you have the time and the patience, and you want to try and do it yourself, go right ahead. It's a lot of fun, it's easy to do, and it's very rewarding to grow trees. I like to grow trees because I think it's good for the environment, and it's also very profitable. So again, give us a call at Highland Hill Farm, 215-651-8329. Thank you. At Highland Hill Farm, we raise over 200 different kinds of trees and shrubs, and we can ship as well as we can deliver and plant from many different places. We have locations in Fountainville, PA, Lenoir, North Carolina, and McMinnville, Tennessee. So call us at 215-651-8329 for all your tree and shrub needs. Thank you.